All right, we are live. It is 6 o'clock Central Time, and this is Bash Therapy. You get to enjoy your evening with me. Kathy is down in Phoenix, seeing her grandchildren, which is awesome. But yeah, so I got some fabric to show you, a couple kits, and a couple notions, and a class to talk about. Was it yesterday or the night before yesterday? My phone decided to die, so that's awesome. So I'm doing this on a laptop, so we're kind of stationary. We'll see how this works. Hopefully have a replacement phone at home that should have come today, hopefully. It's been nice not having a phone, but also kind of painful. But yeah, let me know how you're doing. This is Bash Therapy, where we like to show you some new product in the store and just try to have a good time. If you're new to Bash Therapy, we're kind of doing this a little different now. We're going live on Facebook and YouTube, but if you would like to shop our products, if you go to our webpage at fabricbash.com, at the upper in the menu bar at the left-hand side, there's a Bash Therapy tab. If you click on that, it's going to bring you to a page that has this same video at the top. You'll be able to watch and listen. There's a little chat box next to it, so if you want to talk or ask questions, you can as well there. But then if you scroll down underneath the video, there are all the products that I will be showing you tonight. The nice thing with this is I'm able to show you bolts of fabric so that you can buy the yardage, whereas on Common Sold it was very difficult because decimals don't work with Shopify, unfortunately. So but if we get you to our webpage, then you can buy yardage a lot easier. So you can just scroll through all those products, add anything to the cart that you may like. There are no cart hold times or anything like that, so the first to check out gets it. It's kind of the name of the game. But let me know how y'all are doing. Other than that, I'm going to get to it, and we're going to try and keep this kind of short and sweet. So this first line is called Forest, Field, and Streams. It's $13.92 a yard. It's from QT. This is a pretty cool line if you like ducks and deer and all of that sorts of fun stuff for hunting. Good evening, Terry. How are you? You found the chat. Yes, you did. Good job. You can chat with us on YouTube, Facebook, or on our webpage, which is also through YouTube. So this is our first one here. This is a nice green. This one's kind of cool because the animals are in there kind of faintly. So there's the deer. What else is in there? Is that a duck or a turkey or something, maybe? Or pheasant? I don't know. So this is a green. Again, $13.92 a yard. This is Forest, Field, and Streams from QT Fabrics. So I'm going to show you the bolts of fabric here, and then we have a kit to go along with this. We got some hunting gear on orange. The color is not very good. It's kind of brownish orange. It's a hunting gear. Of course, we have our ducks here on like a cream background. And then we have our ducks on a gray background. And then we have our hunting gear again on kind of a dark green background. Kind of looks black on the screen, but it's pretty dark. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. So if you're looking for some hunting fabric, this is pretty awesome. Then we have that same like that green one I showed you. But this is cream, and you can see like the deer there is kind of faint, so it's more of like a blender fabric. But this is like a cream fabric with the animals on it. Of course, we got the hunting dogs. I really like this one. This is super cool, especially if you're a dog fan. Although it might not be your specific dog, but this is pretty cool. We got more animals on kind of a bluish background. They're kind of all over the place. Deer, turkeys, and ducks. Kind of tossed all over. Sarah's up there making a bunch of noise. I don't know if you could hear the bang. We got our deer, turkeys, and ducks on gray. So once again, if you're interested in purchasing any of this, head on over to fabricbash.com. At the top menu bar over to the left is a tab called Bash Therapy. That will take you to a collection page of all the products I'm showing, as well as the video and chat there, so you can watch and listen as well there on our webpage. We got our ducks on a blue background. I don't know what's better that way. This one's pretty cool too. I like the dogs, but the dog one on a blue background. And then we got all of our fun animals, deers, turkeys, and ducks on a forest green background. All right, that is all of the bolts of fabric for the Forest Field and Streams, $13.92 a yard from QT Fabrics. But I also have a kit to go along with it. And that kit is this one here behind me. So it's pretty big, uses a panel. I did not show the panels, but those are on the web page. So this is the kit I'll be showing you here. And it measures 60 by 80. Once again, there's the pattern there. It's got all your lovely fabric in there and the panel. This kit is $125.99. $125.99. It's called Going Hunting. 60 by 80. And there is your pattern. All right. Moving on, we have a couple new patriotic lines in that are pretty cool. This first one is from Timeless Treasures, I believe. Timeless Treasures, this is Freedom, I think is what it's called, Freedom. We also have a kit to go along with this, but this is kind of a cool, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a topographic thing. If I can get the light to cooperate. It's not, there we go. This is $15.92 a yard. It's called Freedom from Timeless Treasures. We got the flags. So yeah, thank you, Sarah. We have the flags here, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I'm trying to grab stuff and toss stuff to the side. We got military vehicles, whether that be an Army Jeep, a ship, a tank, a helicopter, a submarine on red. So that is pretty cool. This is our flags on a cream. It's kind of, they're very faint. I don't know if I can get it to show. They look like, I believe they're flags. Yeah, kind of white on white, very faint, more of a blender, but there's flags in there on a cream. We have our military vehicles again on blue. So you can see the plane, submarine, the ship, the Army Jeep. Kind of just outline the tank, the helicopter. And then we got the, I would call it diamond plate, blue and red on white background. Kind of a fun diamond plate, patriotic colors. We got the patriotic stars on white, so blue, red, and gray. Stars on white, kind of thrown around all over the fabric. This is from Timeless Treasures. It's called Freedom. It's $15.92 a yard. $15.92 a yard. Of course, we got our stars on a navy blue. Stars on navy blue. This one's, I like the stars because they're kind of random. We have our diamond plate again, the red and blue on a blue background. Our diamond plate on a blue background. We have our kind of red on red flags. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting's not great. The red on red flags. So very faint flags on the red, which is pretty cool. We got the blue on blue flags. Once again, this is our Freedom line from Timeless Treasures. It's $15.92 a yard. $15.92 a yard. If you want to shop with us, head on over to fabricbash.com. Go to Bash Therapy in the top menu bar. You'll be able to watch and listen to the video there, as well as scroll through all the products below the video. We got our military vehicles again, the submarine, the jet, the tank, the ship, helicopter on a white background. Sorry, ecru background. The military convoy. There we go. That's a good word. Of course, we got the stripes. Red and white stripes. Red and white stripes. We got white stars on red. I really like these stars. These are pretty cool. White stars on red. We got multi-stars on a navy background. Multicolored stars on a navy background. And the last bolt here of this is kind of that topographic on a blue background. And I believe Kathy maybe showed this quilt last week, but I'm going to show it again. So the quilt that goes along with that fabric is by the Combat Quilter. So the Combat Quilter designed this. That is what the quilt looks like. And right now this quilt is for pre-order because we're waiting on the pattern to go with it, but it will look like this. And it measures, what does it measure here? 65 by 80. 65 by 80. There is your combat quilter himself. So 65 by 80. We're waiting on patterns for it, but you can pre-order it. We have all the fabric here in a nice case for you, reusable case. And it is $124.99. $124.99. So you can pre-order it, and then once we get those patterns in, we will ship them out to you. Hello, Linda from Carroll, Iowa. How are you? Carroll, Iowa. All right. I got one more line here to show and a few more things, and we will wrap this up here. Another new Patriarch line. This one's from QT Fabrics. This is called 1776. And I really love the eagles in this fabric. So we're just going to start it off with the eagles here on a navy background. It's a nice, real-looking eagle, which is pretty cool. This is 1776 by QT Fabrics. This is $14.96 a yard. $14.96 a yard. Then we got the flags. Flag patchwork blue. So that's kind of looks like it's pieced together, kind of a patchwork thing with the flags. And we got kind of the tonal fabric, blue on blue. We got the eagle, 1776, freedom, liberty, 250 years, USA. So for that 250th anniversary coming up, this is the perfect fabric for that if you want to make something. What do we got here? Paisley stars. They're calling the color brick, kind of a burnt orange. Paisley stars. Paisley stars. We got Paisley stars again. Light amber. Paisley stars, light amber. Paisley stars. This is 1776 by QT Fabrics. It's $14.96 a yard. If you want to shop, head on over to fabricbash.com. In the menu bar, click the Bash Therapy button. It'll take you to a collection page of all the products that I'm showing. There will be a video and a chat box. Under that video and chat is all the products. So you can scroll through, add what you want to your cart. The reason we're trying to do it this way is so we can show you bolts of fabric and you can order the yardage that you would like. Hello, Liz. How are you? So we got that, the tonal on tan. So we got the Eagle, USA, Liberty, Freedom, 1776, the 250 years. We got that tonal again in the red. I really like this one. You got the Paisley stars on navy. Paisley stars on navy. This is $14.96 a yard. The kids are finally back in school after the snow. How much snow did you guys get? We got some here, but not a crazy lot. I don't think school got canceled or anything. Then we got the flags on blue and the 250 emblem. So flags on blue with the 250 crest is what they're calling it. And then we got the eagle and flags tossed on an amber background. Eagles tossed on an amber background. I have a kit for this line as well, which I think is really cool. I like that. Yeah, this patriotic collection is really cool. We got those patchwork flags again on red. Only 3 inches. I miss sending them to school with snow gear for recess in Nebraska. They got school off for only 3 inches. Man, it takes a lot here in Nebraska to get school off. All right, we got the patchwork flags on red. All right, we got our eagles and flags again on a birch background. Eagles and flags on a birch background. Yes, the distressed red flags are super cool. Super cool. All right, we got the flags and the 250th crest again on a navy background. We'll say there's the one thing I miss about school is snow days. We got the Paisley Stars on cream. Paisley Stars on cream. This one might be my favorite. We got the patchwork flags, full color. Got your patchwork flags, red and navy. Awesome. It is very versatile. I have a kit here to show, and just a second after this one, we got our eagles and flags and the 250 crest again on birch. Once again, this line is called 1776 from QT Fabrics. It's $14.96 a yard. Head on over to fabricbash.com to the Bash Therapy tab. You will be able to scroll down and see all the products underneath the video. So now we have a kit, and I'm going to move the computer here. We'll see how this works here. Oops. So this is our kit here for the 1776 line I just showed. I love that eagle panel. Super cool. The kit or the quilt measures 48 by 55. Is the pattern available for the quilt behind you? I am not sure on that one, Terry. For the ducks and stuff, if it, I don't know if it is. It might be all used up in the kits. So here's the kit for the eagle one. Stars Around quilt kit. Once again, it measures 48 by 55, and it's $79.99. $79.99. The one behind me, I am not sure if we have the pattern available or not. Can maybe do a quick search. 1 second here. Since it's just me, let me check here if I can type. It says we have 2 in stock. I think, hold on. It's called Around the Corner. So if you try searching Around the Corner on our webpage, it looks like we have some patterns available. You are very welcome, Terry. Yes, the Eagle is awesome. That Eagle panel is awesome. So we, I think, have some Eagle panels available. They're going to be shown in that product list below the video on our webpage. I did not show it today because I forgot, but it is underneath in that. The wildlife quilt is stunning with its asymmetrical layout. Yes, I do love how they use the panel kind of all over the place. Like you said, asymmetrical. That's pretty cool. All right. Last couple things I want to talk about. We just got the needle travel book in for 2026. It's a $9.95, so great value. What does it say? Over 4,000 of your favorite shops. So this is your guide if you're traveling. So they got a map of the state, and then once you flip over, then it gives you all the quilt stores by their city, and then their addresses and phone numbers. So pretty cool book here if you are traveling, wanting to know if there are quilt stores nearby. It's only $9.95, and I think we only have a couple left. We just restocked these cute things, our little hedgehog cleaner. It extends, so clean your machine, dust, whatever. It extends. This also bends as well. We have a few different colors, but if you order online, you will be getting a mystery color. This is $8.99. $8.99 for the hedgehog duster. Pretty cute. Hello, Tanya. How are you? All right. The last thing I want to talk about is a class coming up, and it is a Scrappy Mountain workshop. So it's using the paper piecing Scrappy Mountains here. And the class, I don't remember how much the class is, but the class includes this book of the paper piecing templates, so you don't need to worry about purchasing those separately. The first day of the class is January 15th from 5 to 9. And Yvonne and Sarah are going to teach you and do quite a few of these. You're going to paper piece a few of these until you feel comfortable. And then you're going to go home, get all of these put together. There's 100 of them in here. And then on February 19th, you're going to come back from 5 to 9 again, and they're going to tell you ways on how to put them together to make a quilt top. So the class, it was full. We just added 5 more spots to it. So go check that out. It's called Mountain Paper Piecing, I believe. We have 5 slots left. It comes with the price of the class comes with the paper piecing pad here, but you also need an add a quarter ruler or add a quarter plus. So we have 2 different sizes. I believe you can pick either or, but you do need this add a quarter ruler. So we have the 6-inch here for $10.49 and the 12-inch here for $14.49. So if you sign up for the Scrappy Mountain class, remember you're going to get the paper piecing papers, but you also need an add a quarter. So if you already have one, great. But if you do not have one, make sure you also purchase one of these. So we got a 6-inch and a 12-inch, which one you prefer. Do the hedgehogs come in orange? Yes, I believe they come in orange. I'm not sure if we still have orange. I would have to walk over there and check. But yes, there's like pink, orange, and blue and green, I think. But yes, the hedgehog does come in orange. So if you want to purchase one and put a note in there, we will try to get you an orange one, Liz. All right. Well, that wraps up my little show here. Kathy's enjoying her grandchildren in Phoenix. Yeah, I showed you a few things. If you didn't know already, head on over to fabricbash.com, go to the Bash Therapy page. All the product that I showed this evening is underneath the video. You're welcome, Liz. As always, if you're interested in the market for upgrading a machine, we carry Babylock, Janome, Juki, Bernina. We also have Handy Quilter and APQS for long arms. We got in another Radiance, Babylock Radiance. So if you have, let's say, a Babylock Solaris or Destiny or something like that, and you're looking to trade in and upgrade, come talk to us. We can get you a really good deal on the Radiance. And we also have a couple trade-in machines as well that are good value. So come check those out. I can't put those online, unfortunately, but they are in store. So come check those out. Terry, you're very welcome. Liz, you're welcome. Thank you all for tuning in. And other than that, you guys have, well, we'll see you next week, I believe. But enjoy the holidays, enjoy your family, and thank you all so much for the support. And you guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you.